Hi there, David Harper here, and this is Classic Car episode number 4. And this is a 1952 Morris Cowley van. Isn't she lovely? Well, she was sold through Brightwell Auctions recently. She carried no reserve and no estimate. This is not unusual with a vehicle in that condition. She's manky beyond belief, hasn't been on the road for donkey's years, needing a full restoration, to put it politely. Wait till you see the rest of the photo. So, no estimate, no reserve, but how much do you think this 52 Morris Cowley finally sold for? Well, before you make up your mind, let me give you some crucial information and, more interestingly, photographs. So the Cowley van was modelled on the Morris Oxford, which is a lovely base for a van. I've got to tell you, that's pretty good quality. Look at the interior there. Imagine what that was like when it was new. Pretty plush, in actual fact. Now, these things were sent all over the world. Australia, Africa, Canada, to the Commonwealth, and used as workhorses and thrashed to within an inch of their lives and then scrapped, wiped off the face of the earth, which makes this thing, even though she's in dreadful condition, a very rare beast indeed. They reckon there are only around 30 Morris Cowley vans in the world. This is one of the rarest vehicles you will ever see. So put that together with the fact that this vehicle is almost one owner from new. The last owner had at least almost 60 years. We think possibly his father before him. It remained local around the auctioneers near Brightwell's there. So it's quite a well-known van. It's showing 30,000 miles on the clock. I mean, it looks like it's done 3 million miles, but that's because it's been stashed in storage for donkey's years. That's why it's looking pretty ropey and rusty. I mean, the thing looks like almost a movie prop, don't you think? It looks like something that's been created for a Hollywood film. It just doesn't look real. Imagine if this thing appeared in your rear view mirror, that shot in your rear view mirror, you'd think you were living in joke land. It's that crazy, but it puts a smile on your face. Look at the paintwork. I mean, it's obviously been painted at some point. There are evidence of bits of blue coming through. I think it's green. I don't know, what colour is it? Take a look at the back. Look at those doors. They look like they've been attacked with a flamethrower. Talk about ancient natural patination. This thing has it in spades. And that interior, with the bench seat, you can just imagine what it was like sitting there in 1952, the early post-war years, tootling around country lanes, delivering bread or whatever. Happy days, halcyon days, barely anybody on the road in a lovely Morris Cowley van. This would have really been a smart van in its day. Admittedly not very smart now. However, when you put something like this into an auction and the real buyers, the proper buyers, the classic van buyers come out of the woodwork, they really are a different breed. And they see this thing, they know it's incredibly rare. So back to the estimate. We know there was no estimate, there was no guide, but best educated guess amongst the auctioneers and viewers was around a couple of grand. Would you pay a couple of grand for this? I mean, you're going to have to spend tens of thousands to get this thing back on the road. The engine isn't seized, but it's going to need a lot of work. So factor in a lot of money. So a couple of grand was the best guess. So now it's over to you. You've seen the grot bag pictures, you know what state it's in, but you also know how terribly rare this van is and what it might look like when it was restored. So over to you. I'm going to give you 15 seconds thinking time. Come up with your valuation and then I will reveal all. Good luck.
Of my existence, and nothing you could give us could put it out. And I find lost those old sad cemented boots.
And I'm back. Right, let's see how good you are at valuing classic vans needing, shall we say, full restoration. So the 52 Morris Cowley van, rare beastie indeed. It came as no surprise to the classic van world. Let's see how close you get to this. When it sold, including 12% auction fees, for £6,272. How did you do? Let me know in the comments down below, and tell the truth, it doesn't matter. Who could truly value that vehicle? You couldn't. And why did it make so much money? Because you can't value that vehicle. You will never see another. If there are only 30 in the world, you're probably going to have to wait another lifetime to get an opportunity. This thing no doubt will be restored, and I for one want to meet the owner, and I want to see that van in brand new, gleaming, restored condition. It is just gorgeous, and I think worth every penny. Thanks for watching. Come back soon for another classic car stroke van, maybe even motorbike show here on YouTube. I'm David Harper. Until next time, cheerio.